Welcome in, everybody. Pub Sports Radio. We are live. PGA Pub Pub. We're back at it, guys. What a Masters. My God, Scotty Scheffler. Is this guy human there, C-Mac? I don't know if he's human. Test this guy for alien species in him or something, guys, because he just ran away with it. Actually, two-putted that 18th hole, which is pretty funny. He had a little bit of the jitters there. Looked like one of us, but he ended up coming through, guys. Cashed that ticket for our guy Big Show. He had him. We had Smith. We had who else? We had Zalatoris. We had him in the mix. We had a lot of guys right in the mix, guys, but it ended up falling in Scotty's lap, and he just ran away with it. This guy's just, man, you can't. It's just when you're playing good golf, guys, it doesn't matter what's going on. A big thing is the attitude. One thing about golf you got to know is you got to have a good attitude, even when things are going south sometimes. And he bogeyed the first, was it the first two holes or no?
No, Smith just birdied.
Smith birdied him, and then he was in trouble on three there, and then popped one out just to the front and then chipped in for birdie. And then the tides just turned from there. Like, this guy got in so much trouble, but he was able to get himself out of it. So that's just a sign of a deadly golfer, to say the least. What's going on with you, Connor? How are you doing? How'd you do in the Masters?
I'm doing okay. Sorry, it's a little loud here in the background here. I got a bunch of stuff going on. If you're hearing it. Yeah, it was great. I mean, Scotty Scheffler killed it. I wish I had him, but I did not. I did not think he would go 4 out of 6. Man is a machine, I guess. But when players get hot like this, I remember Jason Day did it. I mean, Jordan Spieth kind of had a little, that about 6 years ago. We'll see if he can continue, because it's not easy to play at the highest level of golf like that. No. But for me, it was just a little bit barely profitable for me. Connor's was top 10, was plus 500, and I got a top 20 with Nah plus 320. I'm glad he came in there, because it was going to hurt if I was going to lose a good amount of money, but I did it. So those two came through, nice. And luckily it was a-okay. But yeah, great. Masters is always great. I mean, it's always one of my favorite weeks of the year. Baseball, everything that's going on. But let's get to the Heritage. Screw last week. Let's get to this.
Before we go on too quickly, I might as well do a little quick recap of mine there, guys. I actually hit 3 top 10s. I had Smith, Thomas, and Zalatoris, all top 10. Cashed that one. We had Fitzpatrick top 20. I had Sung J M top 20. I had Tom Hoagie, a little top 40 action. So that came out on top. Our Make the Cut parlay one as well. That's now, I think, 3 or 4 in a row. And then matchup bets, I was 5-3 for the 72 holes. So it was, despite not hitting it outright, it ended up being I think I was at what I have here. It's 5.4 units. So it's been profitable the last 2 months there, guys. We've been up, at least for myself, I've been up. This week I got 8 golfers. I'm not fucking around here. I got some over 100 to 1s. I got 3 golfers in the 100 to 1 range and above. So it'd be nice to hit a bomb, because there hasn't been many bombs this year, Connor. There's been a lot of favorite that's been cashing those tickets. What's going on, Kenny and Cav? Shout out to those 2 guys running a great podcast that just started up. Shout out to them. Check them out on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This week, though, looking at some stats I want to go over quickly. Greens and regulation and approach. These are some really tight fairways, really tight course. Off the tee accuracy is going to be key. I have here. There's some locals, though. You're going to see some locals here. Kevin Kisner, Matthew Neesmith, and Lucas Glover. There's a lot of firepower, though, coming over from the Masters, Connor. You got Cameron Smith, Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantlay, DJ Morikawa, Spieth, Lowry. This is a really good RBC.
This is the best field that I've ever seen here at the RBC.
Yeah. So we're getting some really good prices on guys that usually you would see in like the 40, 50 to 1 range. But since there's so many big names, like I said, you're getting, guys that I'm going to be starting off my card around 30 to 1 range and then just going up from there. So, there's some really good names. What's going on there, Die Hard? Appreciate you tuning in. Clint, shout out to you, my guy. Your Coyotes, they should be getting a good draft pick at this rate. I hope they can pick up the number 1 pick. But leaning back towards this week there, guys, I think this week it's going to be all about a plotter course. Just looking at the past winners as well. Stuart Sink was 19 under. Webb Simpson, 22. CT Pan, 12. And then Kadyrov was 12 under. The last 2 years, Connor, we've seen some like in the minus 20 range. And I think it's going to happen again this week. I think we're going to see some golfers that can take advantage of the birdie or better stats. What else do I have here? Greens and regulation, total driving accuracy. That's another key one. If you have that accuracy efficiency down, that's going to be something that's going to help you, I think, in this tournament. So let's get into some more stats here. I got some more stats for you, Connor. Course history. I got actually 36 golfers. So if y'all in the chat have any golfers you have some questions about going into the Harbor Town, I have a lot of notes on them for you, so throw them in the chat, guys. Neiman, he's only had one round, but he is it was T5 in 2020. Some golfers that have played a lot of golf here that have done well in the area. Webb Simpson. Webb was T9. He was first, T16, T5, and T11. Yeah, absolutely. So right away there, Connor, he's made the He's made the cut the last 5 times. Webb Simpson, and he's been in the top 20 on all 5 of those events. And I didn't mind what I saw from him last week. Just bringing up Webb Simpson. What did you think about Webb there, buddy?
Well, he choked on Sunday. I needed his top 20 as well. And he was right there all week, the first 3 days. I just thought he could plot around and stay right there at about even +1. And he kind of ate it on Sunday, but he's a past winner here. I think of this place, I think of Furyk, Boo Weekly. I mean, this is going back some years. I'm going back even past 2010. But just no-name guy, not no-name guys, obviously, but, just the tournament after the Masters. It always seems like kind of a guy out there, like you'd say in a bomb, you could catch this week. But we got a different field than normal. We got a lot better, bigger players than in years past.
Like I came up with my 6-pack this morning, and the more I'm thinking about it, I'm going, maybe did I look over some of these big names? Like I'm gonna go over the 8-pack. Sorry, it's an 8-pack this week, not a 6-pack. I'll go over my 8-pack here, guys. But I'm gonna tell you some of the golfers that I think have a shot that I didn't bring in that are not in my card. One is being Morikawa. He's fared quite well here in the past. Where is he here? Morikawa. Anyway, I can't find him too many notes. But Morikawa, his total efficiency on driving, he's 5th. Grades and regulation, he's 1st in the field. And then birdie or better, he's 4th. He played damn good golf. His putting's looking a lot better than what I've seen in the past. So Morikawa, I don't even know if he needs his A game, maybe B+ game. He could be right there. He's not in my 6-pack, though. Just the odds are quite low. Going for a bit of the shots this week. Justin Thomas as well. He looks to fare quite well here. Sungjae Im. Who else do I have here? Connors, Berger, Harmon, Noren, Lowry, Griot, and Im. So those are the guys I think could do well despite not being on my 6-pack. I don't have my 72-hole matchup bets out yet, guys. So check us out on Twitter. Myself, Ego47_, and Conor Mac. Is it Conor Mac on Twitter there, buddy?
Yeah, just Conor Mac picks.
Perfect. Conor Mac picks. So check us out there, guys, and we'll be tweeting out all of our action for this week's RBC Heritage. So let's pretty much get right into it. This is a par 71, about 7,100. Not the longest of courses, pretty short for the most part. We're saying it's a tighter fairway. You got to be a plotter here. Keep the ball in the fairway, and you're going to have a good chance of making some birdies because you're going to need some birdies. -19, -22 the last 2 years. So it's going to be a birdie fest, especially with these big names in it. You're going to have to perform. With that being said, let's start it off. Webb Simpson, was talking about him, Connor. Fuck, this guy's cost me a lot of tickets. Despite saying that, it's a little risky when Webb Simpson's the first guy on your card, but his numbers, guys, I said it, last 5 starts, he's been in the top 20, and he looked, despite that last round, Connor said, he was pretty damn good in the Masters, T35, in a very tough field, tough course. So I'm going to trust him here. He's 31-1. I also have him first round leader, 45-1, and then top 20 is +160. Get these numbers early, guys, because they're going to move. It's going to be hard to say with the favorites, but I think Webb Simpson, seeing his course history, a lot of people probably going to be betting on this guy. So 31-1, Connor. He's going to start off my 8-pack.
Yeah, next, I like it. Real quick, it's tough because these guys, Morikawa, Thomas, Smith, not a ton of value. I mean, DJ's 18-1. Yeah. Even Lowry and Fitzpatrick, you're around 20 to 25-1.
Fitzy too, Fitzy.
I agree with you. I think you look Berger, Neiman, or Simpson, and I like Simpson just because of his past. He has lit tickets on fire for me as well, but he has cash for me in the past too. So I got a love-hate relationship with Webb Simpson. But keep rolling, my guy.
That's both of us there, buddy. It's like a bad relationship that we keep coming back to. But Webb Simpson, he's a local in this area too. I believe he's from like the South Carolina area, if I'm not wrong. So he's a good golfer, and he seemed to be at ease.
North Carolina.
Yeah,
just up the road.
Yeah. There you go, Kenny Rogers. He's born in Raleigh. There you go. Shout out to Kenny bringing that up. He's a local here, and also he had a good time. It looked like at the Masters, he had his whole family, all like 10 of his kids. He has like 6 kids or something there. Webb Simpson. I just seem to be at ease. Seemed like he is at a good place. So I'm going to trust him coming into a spot that he's quite comfortable at. 31-1, 45-1 first round leader, +160. Number 2 is going to be Russell Henley, another guy. He's a Georgia native. Similar, grew up on this type of golf course. He's checking all the boxes here for the key stats I'm looking at. Henley's 9th in greens and regulation, 7th birdie or better, 28th in driving efficiency, and T5 in the par 3 scoring. Par 3 scoring, guys, I didn't bring that up. They're all at least 190, between 190 and 200. They're going to vary depending on the pin position and the tee block, but they're all scoring over par, so you're going to have to be good on these par 3 scoring as well. It's a real plotter's course, not so much the par 5s. They're playing like 4.5. They're not going to be that tough to take advantage. So the par 3s are, and Russell Henley, he looked pretty damn good last week. His course history at this track, Henley was T9 last year, so he seems to like it, and then T26 back in 17. I'm going to trust Russell Henley, guys. Local native as well, 45-1, coming off a nice week last week as well. 45-1 first round leader too, and then plus 162, Connor, for top 20. What do you think of that one?
I like it. I had him circled here. I think the numbers well. One problem with him, I just need him to finish in the last few years, and he has not been able to get that done. But he's a guy I'm looking at as well. Real quick, I'll touch on this guy, Terrell Hatton. This guy, best putter on tour, but I don't know if I can back him this week. He's at a decent price, but his golf game is just not right. And obviously, he's a hothead on the golf course. He has a problem. But a guy in the same price range that I was looking at that might have a good week, right around that 40-1, 35-1 area.
Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah, if you saw that matchup too on round 4, it was Horschel and Hatton. Those are hot heads. A lot of fire can come out of there, and both of them were not having a good round. Two guys I'm not a fan of both. Well, I don't mind Hatton. It's just I don't think his game's in the right spot, nor with Horschel. Horschel was looking really good, but I think he needs to take a couple weeks off, especially after the Masters there. Moving on, though, guys, number 3 is going to be Chris Kirk. Chris Kirk, he didn't play last week at the Masters, but this is a guy that's been sneaky good. I appreciate that, Kenny. Much love, buddy. I got that Kansas sweater there. I was wearing it for the game. Go Jayhawks. But going back to the golf here, guys, Chris Kirk, he's been right there, Connor. I've had him in the past. Captain Kirk, as I like to say. This guy's leading the ship. 55-1, 66-1 first round leader, and then top 20s plus 225. Captain Kirk, he likes this. I believe he's from this area as well. I'm just going to bring him up here on the old famous Data Golf. I love this site. For this side, I don't think I'd be the guy where I am. This guy's been gaining strokes all over the place, approaching off the tee there, Connor. Going back to what he's done in the past, he was T7 last year at this event, and then T55 in 2018. I really like what I'm seeing from him. T35, T5 at the Arnold Palmer, T7 at the Honda. You're going to be back on Bermuda greens. He seems to be really good at this approach off the tee game, and you're going to have some of the smallest greens. That's another thing I didn't bring up, brother. These greens are like absolute, do you want to talk about smallest greens in the league?
You went from big greens to Augusta, you go to real small ones right here. Some of the smallest you'll see all on tour, yeah.
Man, I was looking. Yep. I'm just going to go ahead, Connor.
No, that was it. Okay. They got tiny greens. So a guy like Corey Connors, I don't know.
Yeah,
he's got to be on and be putting well on these small targets. So
yeah, the less distance you have for some of these shitty putters, the better. And looking at all these greens, I'm telling you guys, it's like hitting it's like cracking an egg open. Like it's not that big. Like I'm talking the small eggs, not the extra large size eggs. I'm talking. Like these are they're so narrow, and you have some strategic bunkers, a lot of trees. This is a tree line course too. So if you're not in the tight fairway, you're going to be blocked off your second shot. And then you're going to have to be hitting a small green and have a really good, 100, 180 yards in kind of game. But a lot of bunkers at this course. So I think, you're going to have that approach down more so. Greens and regulation, birdie or better, driving efficiency, par 3 scoring, guys. That's the main 4 there. So let's keep her going here. Kirk, as I said, he's 74th in greens and regs, 71st birdies or better, 33rd driving efficiency, and T29 and the par 3 scoring. So I'm going to trust Captain Kirk here, 55 for to be the outright leader, 66-1 and first round leader, and then plus 225 top 20. Maverick McNeely, this guy's from the West Coast, but he seemed to do quite well here, Connor. Looking at what he did in the past, again, guys, T4 last year. He was right in the mix, then T58 the year before. Really good golfer off the tee, smaller greens. I do like him there. What else can I say about our guy, Maverick McNeely? He's 17th in birdies or better, 157th in driving efficiency. That's the only stat that if Maverick's a little off with his off the tee, which I want to bring him up really quickly here, Connor, because that's something your boy should have should have had. You got to have him for the chat too. You know, you guys are coming in here to get the best of the best here. Yeah, off the tee and approach, he's been solid his last 2 events. He only had a hiccup at the Arnold Palmer, but Maverick McNeely, I'm going to trust this guy, guys. You can get him at 60-1. Shop around all these books, especially if you're in Canada now. We got the legalization in Ontario, Connor. So I got FanDuel, I got Bet Rivers, I got I got FanDuel.
How's it feel?
I got them all, brother. It's crazy. My phone apps have I got to have like a fucking folder for them now. The amount of books, but yeah, it's exciting. Yeah, shop around for him. Maverick McNeely 60-1 outright, 66 first round leader, and then top 20s plus 240. I think Maverick's gonna have a good shot. Number 5 is gonna be Adam Hadwin. This guy's been right there, a guy that seems to do well in these smaller courses. Real good plotter of the golf ball. Adam Hadwin, he's 12th in greens and regulation. Really good stat. 49th birdie or better, 31st driving efficiency, and T15 in par 3 scoring. That's some of our best numbers for the key stats we like to look at that Adam Hadwin is showing us here. And he's 70-1. I got that at Bet Rivers. Shop around, guys. 70-1. You can get Adam Hadwin, and 66-1 first round leader, Connor, and plus 250 top 20. What do you think of Adam Hadwin?
I like him. I think I'm going to stay off him, except I might take him a top 10 or 20. I'm not going to take him to win, but he's the guy that I'd look at. There's a price range I'll go once you're done here with a certain amount of guys that I think could be the number where we catch it this week for a winner. That's a bigger price than what we've had. And yeah, I like Adam Hadwin. Canadian too, so right up your alley.
Is there? I believe he's from British Columbia, not from Ontario, but from out west. And he had a chance. He almost lost his card, guys. Adam Hadwin last year. He was like 125th in the FedEx Cup. And he grinded his way back the last couple of weeks and then got his card and was good to go for this year. And since then, he's been playing really good golf. So I think he's a guy that's eventually might win, the RSM, maybe one of these lower tracks, but he's just trending in the right direction compared to what he was a year ago. So Adam Hadwin, I'm going to give him a shot this week, 70-1, 66-1, and plus 250 top 20. Number 6, all these guys are bombs. That's why we have so many on the card. That you guys got to keep that in mind. 33-1, 45, 55, 60, and 70. Anytime you're going to have an 8-pack, you can't be throwing 16, 21, 31, 40, 42. Like it's tough to really gain you're going to gain a profit, but it's not going to be a real score, and that's what we like to go for here at the PGA Pub Hub. Hey, Connor, we like those scores, brother. So 70-1 Hadwin going on. Yes, sir. Number 6 here is going to be Charles Howell, going for a bit of a shot here. Shot. I can really talk now. Plus, he's 110-1 at Bet365, 80-1 as well, first round leader. This guy's just really good off the tee, Connor. Key stats: he's 23rd greens and reg, 38th birdie or better, 156th in the driving efficiency. I still trust his driving. That's the one thing similar to Maverick McNeely. If he can keep that driving accuracy in play. This he seemed to do quite well at this course as well. Looking at Howell, where do I have him? T18 last year, missed the cut 2019 and 2020, then T55, T56. He's got a lot of experience, this guy, Charles Howell III. Been around the block. He's 42 years old, but he can pound them off the tee there. And his around the green is definitely strong if he does miss some of these greens. T4 at the Valero too, coming off a strong performance last time he was out, Connor. T32 at the Arnold Palmer. I'm going to trust at 110-1, first round leader, and I'm taking a shot with him on an outright, guys. Top 40. I'm going to 3 top 40s now, just because I do want to cash these. Top 20 is a nice score, but I think this is a good number too. It's plus 125, but I really see Howell, his performance and what he's doing and what he's done at the course in the past, Connor. Plus 125, top 40 on, plus 130 on Howell, top 40, along with 110-1. Outright and 80-1 on the first round leader. I got 2 more there, guys. I'm going to throw it over to our guy, Conor Mac. I got to run. It's back on the grind here at work, but it's lovely having everyone in here. If you have any questions with any golfers, throw them in the chat. I'll be here for another 5-10 minutes. And
for sure.
Let's keep rocking and rolling. Number 7 here. We're going to do, what do you want? Cameron Tringali. Let's go Cameron Tringali. Remember Cameron Tringali? He's been around the block. Yeah, right when you want to sleep on him, that's when he's going to bite you in the ass. I can feel it. So. I don't want to feel it, but hello. His off the tee has been a little bit questionable the last couple of rounds. With that being said, he seems to do – what do I have Tringali here? it's his first time at this event. So I'm taking a bit of a shot on old Cameron Tringali, but T3 at the Farmers, guys, T7, T2, T11. He's been lurking. I could have made this a 6-pack with some favorites, guys, but I'm going with some more bombs. And Cameron Tringali, 150 to 1. You heard it here first. I bet you there's not many people that have him. You can even throw him on a DFS lineup. I think that'd be a nice play. At a bomb, 150 to 1, 90 to 1 first round leader, Connor, and then plus 125 on the top 40. Number 8 is going to be Carlos Ortiz. I remember Carlos Ortiz, guys. This guy's a nice 170 to 1. Shop around. I got that at FanDuel. Shout out to FanDuel giving us a nice number. He has missed the cut the last 3 events, but his numbers really caught my eye here, buddy. T97 at Greens and Rag could be a little bit better. T40, though, birdies are better. T19, driving efficiency, and then T43, par 3 scoring. For a guy to be 170 to 1, I think those numbers indicate like an 80 to 1 kind of golfer. So to win, it could be a bit of a long shot here, guys. It's 170 to 1. You could throw $2 or $3 on him, right? $4, you're making over 500. So that's what I did. I also took 100 to 1 on him, first round leader, and then top 40 on Carlos Ortiz there, Connor, plus 162. That's going to be our 8-pack, guys. We had to pull 2 out of the freezer there, let them cool off a little bit because the 6-pack, it just wasn't enough. We're really thirsty this week. We got out on the golf course too last week, or no, Saturday, Connor. Buddy had a hole in one, actually. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Who did?
My one buddy there. We went golfing. 170 yards. Drew it all the way to the back of the pin, and literally all we hear is like pop. Hits the pin. We go up to the hole. There's an indent on the hole. He dunked the fucking part. It was crazy. So
nice.
yeah, no, it's back. Good to be back golfing, guys. Shout out to Brackenridge, the golf course we were at in Texas. You guys are in the San Antonio area. Check that one out. First ever Valero was held here at the Brackenridge. So great to check that out. Shout out to them. Looking at the chat here, yeah, shout out to Jake there. Shelby, can I get these guys on DraftKings? I'm going to tweet out a DraftKings lineup. I actually did one for the Masters, a little low key. I didn't tweet it out. Ended up getting, I think, I was at one point, Connor. I was like 100th. I had like a 1,500 payout after Friday. I was looking good with my guys. Ended up making $50 after a free 15. So I'll tweet out a couple lineups. So I'm going to write that down right now. I'm going to tweet out 2 DK lineups because DK is still available where I'm from. And some lineups there for you guys because it's always fun to have some DraftKings lineups. Before you leave, can I get your thoughts and feelings after Roy hit that?
Real quick. We will, Kenny, whoever, we will get you followed, my guy. We will get that handled today. My
we got you, Kenny.
We'll get you back followed, my man. Don't worry. But get into Rory's bunker shot down 18.
Oh, man, Rory's bunker shot. That was this guy's feeling himself, man. He shot a 64. I wanted to bring that up. 64. That was the best record. Ties the lowest final score record in the Masters there. So Rory is absolutely on fire. He chipped in out of the bunker, kind of a dribble or two all the way down the green like Tiger Woods when he went absolutely nuts with his caddy there. It was nice to see. And then to top it off, Colin Morikawa goes, "Hey, hold my beer, let me do something here." He chips it right onto the slope, right into the cup, nails the stick. So it was quite a finish to the Masters. Unbelievable. I pretty much caught every shot from that Masters. It was quite the despite him running away, it was a great Masters. The course was playing tougher as the days went on, and I think we're going to have a good one here this week. I don't have the weather conditions. I don't know if Big Shore or Connor, if you have the weather at this golf course, because it will play an effect, but it's so tree lined, so certain spots will be hit more than others. I think experience, though, guys, driving efficiency off the tee, par 3, scoring, birdies are better because it's going to be a course where you're probably going to see, I'll say minus, if the weather's not bad, I'll say minus 20. Connor, what was your biggest takeaway from the Masters, Connor?
Nothing. Scotty Scheffler ran away with it. I mean, the guy's a machine. He really put it away. Right away, everyone maybe a little bit of nerves when he came out. Cam Smith birdied those first 2, but once that one clicked that he pitched that one, it was more of a pitch because it wasn't a chip. He was further out. Yeah. Doinks the stick. That would have went 10, 12 feet by at least, I think. So that goes in. Then Cam Smith misses his putt. He bogeys. Then he bogeys the next hole going for the pin, which was a bad decision. That hole was right behind the bunker. You got to hit in the middle of the green there. and take a 20-footer, try to make it and get your par and get out. That is not the hole to go at it. No, this was 4, the par 3. The one after he chips in.
Yeah.
After the short par 4, that par 3, he goes directly at it. That the pin was right over the bunker, so he ends up in the bunker. There's no way he can get that ball close, and he doesn't. He goes, 20 feet past, and he missed it. So he bogeys both those holes. It was done. It was a wrap after that. He had about 5-6 shot lead most of the way.
I thought it was a wrap on 12. When he put that on the water on 12,
that was a real wrap.
It was -10, -7. I thought, oh shit, we might have a chance here. And then he just, again, he went for the pin. The pin was on the right side. He got the green just over the bunker. He could have just been middle of the green, but he went for it and just left a leaker outside, a 9-iron, and he dunked it in the water. And that was it. Scotty looked really good. Actually, Scotty, apparently he was like, he was like crying to his wife and just saying, like, he's like, I don't know if I can do that. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And he's a very holy guy, I guess. And his wife just said, the good Lord's going to, let the good Lord decide if you're going to win this or not or something. And he just went about it and did his thing. Cause apparently, he was leading, guys, like after Saturday or Friday, he's been leading like for almost 56 holes. So that's not easy to do, especially a young guy that's playing just unbelievable golf. So shout out to Scotty Scheffler, guys. I got to run. Connor's going to finish the show out. Checking me out on Twitter, guys. Thank you, Kenny, everyone else for checking us out. Everyone on the replay as well. Ego47_ on Twitter. We'll be back next week as well. We'll give our 6-packs. I don't exactly have the tournament for next week. I should. What is it going to be next week there? Let me bring it up here really quick.
I don't know.
I got the handy dandy iMac here. I think it doesn't fuck around. So next week's going to be the Mexican Championship is what I see here. So Mexican Championships. It looks like it's going to be one of the international courses. Should be fun. We'll be back for that one, guys, on Monday. Connor's going to take it over from here on out. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We'll be back again. Leche, them bookmakers. Let's go.
Later, Gogster.
Everybody, take care.
I will be quick. To what I have to say here. Let's get to the weather. Like Gogster said, we got no rain. We have a 1% chance all 4 days. 72, 73, 73, 72. Humidity's 50. Nice weather. Light winds, 8 to 10 miles per hour every day. So there should be good scoring here at the RBC coming up. I wanted to get into some of mine. I'm going to post on Twitter. Let's get to guys I have circled here a little bit. I talked about Hatton a little bit. He mentioned Russell Henley. Kisner, he choked for me on Sunday. He did not come through. But I think a guy who's been playing good golf up until the Masters, you can get around 50 to 1. And how about this guy? I know Big Show knows him. Fairway Jesus. Tommy Fleetwood had a good finish to the Masters. Is he turning it around finally? Playing better golf? We'll see. He's around 50 to 1. My guy, 70 to 1 here. He kind of fell off the wayside on Sunday, but I think he's playing good golf. And he's won here before. I have to double check that, but I think Kevin Na has won here before. And Jason Kokrak, you can get around 65 to 1. Played well last week. I want to take guys who are playing well and at a good price. So, what'd you write here, Show? Oh, to Ron. Okay, so there's some bombs I want to get into. Okay, after this, I'm gonna throw it to you real quick. These are guys I'm gonna look. I don't know to maybe have small to win, but I'm gonna definitely look top 10 and 20. JJ Spawn, the guy wins. You never pick that guy. No one's ever won the week before the Masters, but still he played great. I think he finished even par or right around there for Spawn. He's around 90 to 1. Luke List, I know he bombs it. He's around 80, 85 to 1. Sebastian Munoz, a guy I always circle, and when he's around 100 to 1 for a top 20, I'll look into him. Thigala, a guy who played well earlier on about a month ago. He's kind of fell off. You can get over 100 to 1. And Doug Gim, little guy who hits it straight, plots around the course. He's over 100 to 1. Look for these guys. I don't know they'll win it here, but a top 10, top 20, I think you're going to get great value on guys like that I just mentioned. So like List, Spawn, Munoz, Thigala, Gim. There. Go ahead, Big Show. Take it away.
I'm kind of with you. The only player that I've really looked at so far for DraftKings purposes, I like Cantley and Morikawa. I do like List too.
Okay.
Well, and I do want to apologize to Ryan yesterday, I think he was in the Say Hey play, and he asked whether you should take Morikawa or Rory. I put him on Morikawa, not knowing Rory was going to come out and put up a fight before. Like, my bad, Ron. Like, Morikawa did well too. Like,
he did well too. Hey, Rory had he had the round.
Yeah,
You need to have like.
I was trying to find him
life.
on Twitter last night, and I couldn't find him to apologize for it because I don't know what he bet on it. But
Yeah. Shout out to Ron though. He's always here. Ron Lofton, our guy. Yeah, shout out to him, man, for always being here. Anything else, Big Show? Any other guys you want to talk about real quick that you'd be on?
DraftKings hasn't released their player pools yet. It's still on the Masters stuff, so I really don't have much DraftKings wise. But like I said, I kind of like Cantley.
Okay, I don't blame you. I didn't like him going to the Masters, and it worked out. I'd like him a little bit better this week. I think the number's decent on him too, because I don't want Morikawa. And that's a guy I love. I don't want the price for those, for him
what do you
week.
What do you got Cantley at, Connor?
I have Cantley at, because I pulled it up on my phone. Hold on. I have Cantley 18-1.
Yeah, that's right where I got Scheffler last week. I kind of like him.
DJ, I got around 18-1. I'm sure you could even get better or lead. And yeah, DraftKings isn't up. Somebody wrote that in the chat. It is not up yet. So yeah. But I have tons of books everywhere else. But so those will be up shortly. You'll be able to see everything on there for your DFS, and then you'll get top 10s, 20s, 30s. You'll see everything on there. It should be up by in a few hours, I'm guessing. He went over it. Webb Simpson's won here before. I think I was on him when he won here a few years ago. He's around 30-35-1 is a decent look. So yeah, that's it. I mean, the top guys are here. More than before. We got Morikawa, Thomas, Cam Smith's here, Cantley, DJ. So it's still some big names, but I'd go to the next 30 or range or below. Even Shane Lowry, but we're not getting a good price. Lowry's playing well. He had a good Masters. He's only 22-1 that I have right now. A lot of books. Same thing with Fitzpatrick. Finished decent. I think he had a top 20 or around there this week at the Masters. I don't want that price for him, though, but he's been knocking at the door. I know a lot of people like him. I don't. Until he wins here in the U.S., I do not want Matthew Fitzpatrick at all, especially not that price. If he was 50-45-1, I'd take a look at Fitzpatrick, but I'd rather go down the line a little bit. All righty. That is it for the show. Big Show. Anything else you want to touch on before we get out of here?
No, I'm good, man. Good luck.
Okay, everybody. I didn't know. Hey, you had the winner, my guy. I mean, my own girlfriend had the winner. So I'm in the back of the bus. I'm doing a golf show. Well, I had the loser.
When it's under 20-1, you can't really brag, but it's still nice when you do get money down on something less than 20-1 and it cashes for you.
Oh, for sure. Hey, if for golf, as long as it's over 10-12-1, it's still all right, because that's when I will never even touch, golf, period. So especially like this week, we got 150 again. The Masters, you always cut out the ex-champions. That's why it was a decent shot for Tiger to make the cut. You cut out 20 guys anyways, 20 old guys, the past champion. You know what I mean? You just take them right off out of there. None of them are going to make the cut. So you take it from 90 or 88. Like I think this year it was 91. It's always right around that mark. So you cut it down to 70. So Tiger's really got to beat 20, 25 guys. And he had a couple good days. You saw him limping around. I know we didn't get into Tiger much. I think he just wore out. He wasn't going to play well on the weekend. You could tell. He was just, he hasn't played 4 straight days of golf like that, competitive golf.
You can't play 9 holes and expect to come out and put up fucking 72 like that,
Yeah, and I mean, he did. He made the cut. I think that's what he wanted to do, the consecutive streak of making the cuts, and he did. And he looked decent. He got around, but you can tell it's going to be a work in progress. But it's great to have Tiger back. As they said, he moves the needle. No, he is the needle. So especially with golf and people tuning in. So it's glad to have Tiger back. So shout out to Tiger and his health and get back. Hopefully he'll be back in a few weeks, maybe like 3 weeks or so he'll be playing. But all right, that is it. We are out of here. Pub Sorts Radio, PJ Pub Hub. We will see you next week for the Mexican Open. I believe it's WCG event. But we'll see you next week. We are out of here. Peace.